bam, you know you got an enemy there. When the man want to go out of his way to contact the president, and clearly he has some kind of inroads where he can get to President Trump so President Trump can hear him. He's basically saying, yo, brother need to go down. Brother need to go down and stay down. That's what he's saying. So if Diddy didn't have enough problems, having 50 Cent on your ass is a problem. That's a problem. That's the only thing I can feel from it at this moment in time.
Stephen made it clear to our site, when a man is ready to contact a former president just to make sure you don't escape justice, you've got real enemies. And 50 isn't just talking. He's someone with access and influence, and he's using both. Stephen says it straight. 50 wants Diddy to go down and stay down. This isn't just heat from the media or the courts. This is a personal takedown with power behind it. If Diddy wasn't already drowning in legal and public pressure, having 50 Cent gunning for him makes things 10 times worse. And as Stephen puts it, that's a real problem. And then came a heavy truth from actor Terrence Howard, a raw, unfiltered look into the dark reality behind fame, power, and the price men pay in the entertainment world.
There's a short life in
why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
Terrence spoke on the emotional and spiritual toll the industry takes. The drugs, the pressure, the shame that builds up behind closed doors. He didn't drop names, but his words cut deep. He explained how people lose themselves chasing validation, compromising their values until there's nothing left to hold on to. That loss, he says, is giving up your man card, your integrity, your strength, your sense of self. Once you surrender that for power, attention, or survival, it's gone, and no amount of money or fame can ever bring it back. Terrence Howard didn't stop at the surface. He dug even deeper into the cost of selling out. After exposing the pain and pressure inside the industry, he spoke about what truly gets lost in the process.
I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything. For fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things.
Terrence explained that once you give up your integrity, your man card, for fear, greed, or survival, there's no getting it back. It's not just about image, it's a spiritual loss. He compared it to a woman giving up her natural role out of pressure, not by choice, but by force or manipulation. That core energy, that inner strength, starts to fade, and once it's gone, no amount of success can bring it back. In a world like Hollywood, that kind of sacrifice happens too often, and it leaves people hollow no matter how rich or famous they become. And then, Terrence Howard dropped the final blow, tying everything back to the heart of the scandal. He didn't just speak in theory anymore, he named the culture and he called out the ones who fell into it.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Terrence said it straight. He's never seen anyone recover after giving up their manhood, especially those who went to Diddy's infamous parties. He described them as people who thought there'd never be consequences, who traded their dignity for status, favors, or access. According to him, they got used, broken, and lost their foundation for good. Terrence wasn't preaching, he was warning. Once you cross that line, there's no coming back. That's the danger. Not just what happens at those parties, but what it turns you into when you stop being yourself to please something bigger. and darker. And as more voices from media and entertainment spoke out, Megyn Kelly delivered one of the sharpest public condemnations yet. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She came for the character, not just the crimes.
He's an absolute dirtbag, derelict, loser, abuser, and should never be allowed in polite society again.
Megyn didn't speak in legal terms or industry language. She called it exactly what it is. No excuses, no soft takes, just a brutal takedown of a man she believes has no place